Stop it.
Which actually reminds me, we need to talk about this, Alex. We do.
Okay.
We recently... I'm not going to mention names, but we had the guy, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
We had the guy who we got into a little bit of an argument with. I'm not going to say a full-on argument, but it was pretty clear he was a fan of Electronic Arts. And so we just kind of I conveniently pointed out that yes, EA has a few accomplishments under the belt. But on that award cabinet, there's also 2 Golden Poop Awards. So they're not exactly flawless. I couldn't explain this to the person, I will say, but then I got the sentence that was absolute gold. Sorry, guy. This is why I'm not mentioning your name. But he basically said that if not for Electronic Arts, if they were to fall, the United States economy would fall. I'm going to say that again because I know somebody's brain out there is broken. If Electronic Arts were to cave, the U.S. economy would be done.
Maybe I don't know why you would think that. Maybe the gaming industry, sure. But...
Well, I think you explained it because when we look back on the sentences, it was very clear this guy was a very big fan of Electronic Arts.
Yeah.
And probably not as educated yet. I would dare say he's probably a little younger than he made things out to be. But, yeah, let's just get into that. Really? Electronic Arts would kill the U.S. economy. I don't know about you, Alex, but I think Walmart would be a bigger dent in the U.S. economy.
Maybe. Not even then, that's dubious.
Yeah, that's pushing it too, yeah. I would say General Motors, but wait.
Too soon?
Too soon? Yeah, it's not that bad, guys. Electronic Arts, seriously. Here's what would change, in all honesty. First of all, the sports games monopoly that EA has held for forever would go to somebody else.
Yes.
Somebody else would get the license, which I actually think they should. I think EA deserves some competition at this point. Because if people have problems with monopolies, EA has held a monopoly.
Ouch.
I mean, EA has held a monopoly on movie tie-in games and sports games. Nobody else can make them. I mean, Activision can make Spider-Man games because of the fact they have the license.
Right.
But EA is usually the guys publishing those types of games. Maybe Ubisoft would do a good job too. I'm saying it wouldn't be that bad. But EA is not without flaw. Every game company has their flaws. Okay? We're seeing the big 3 have major flaws right now. So much so that 2 companies have already... Their major executives are taking huge pay cuts in their salaries. I don't know if you saw the news or not, but, you know, Nintendo had to do the salary cuts, right?
Yeah.
Sony's now doing it.
Yeah.
Their major execs are now taking 50% pay cuts. I'm not sure if it's just Japan or some of the other ones, or the other divisions too, but Sony's doing it now as well.
Yes.
And I applaud them for it, because this shows that you have the loyalty, or that you have the passion for what you're doing. But if I were to say that, like, say, Square Enix has never had a flaw, I'd be kicking my own butt.
Yeah.
Because they have.
Yeah.
Bandai has had flaws. You know, we're playing a Namco Bandai game. Namco and Bandai both have their inherent flaws. So, should I stop ranting? Is it story time now?
No.
Okay.
I'm just letting my SP regen.
Yeah, so, at that point, if at all, like, you look at some of the major properties, BioWare could probably stand on their own. DICE could probably stand on their own. But, you know, one of the things that actually kind of triggered this argument was we were worried about EA's conference at E3 where they're going to unveil their Star Wars games.
Yes.
Do we not have a reason to worry?
Yeah.
It's Star Wars, for crying out loud. I'm a Star Wars fan. Even I'll admit, the games have kind of been crap.
Yeah. I mean, did Disney really have to disband LucasArts? Did they?
Given where LucasArts was, yeah, they probably did.
I don't know.
But no, the crying shame of that is that there was a lot of really good properties aside from Star Wars in the LucasArts canon that is never going to see the light of day ever again.
Mm-hmm.
For example, all the point-and-click adventure games that I keep on advertising to Alex, half of them were made by LucasArts. You're never going to see Monkey Island and Disney Infinity. It's never going to happen. You're never going to see Monkey Island come back. Because I'll bet you, even though they say they don't care, when Ron Gilbert wants to do something with his creation, and he has to go get the rights from Disney, they're going to go, how much are you willing to pay to get it? So that's the part that sucks with it. And obviously it's Star Wars. We want it to be good.
Yeah.
And given that DICE is doing Battlefront, I'm sorry, am I the only person that forgot DICE's problems recently? Battlefield 4 flopped, as far as anybody was concerned. I don't have a reason to be worried about Battlefront when DICE can't even keep their stuff in order? I mean, they had to pull their people off from expansions and DLC to fix the bugs. That's a problem.
It's a very big problem.
Yep. Oh, and the other part that I thought you would love from the news during the week is Microsoft's. So Microsoft's going to cut the Xbox One, Alex. They're going to do a price cut.
Oh, another price cut, yeah.
No, they're going to do a price cut. Do you want to know how they're going to do it?
By discontinuing the Kinect. Well, not totally, but...
They're going to take it out.
Yeah.
So the Kinect that was totally essential to the function of the system
is now optional.
Apparently it wasn't that essential, was it?
No. Yeah, I heard that they were gonna start selling the Kinect separately now.
Yes, they're gonna take that out, and that's gonna take $100 off, so now it can compete with the PS4. I can't help but laugh at that because, you know, they were sitting there saying, well, we can't really do this without the DRM and the constantly online. Oh, wait, no, we can. So that was falsely advertised. Then they said, oh, you kind of need a Kinect to run the Xbox One. We can't really take that up. Now they can. Seriously, Microsoft, is there any other unessential part of this thing that you don't need? Can Killer Instinct actually go to PS4?
And, well, this was obviously months ago, but they said they were considering, quote-unquote, backwards compatibility. They were considering it. Yeah. But they were really more considering it in the way that Sony is, where it's going to be digital accessibility. But it's Microsoft. That's probably not going to happen. The other thing also that I kind of laughed at with... crap, and I forgot it. It was specifically with Microsoft. Oh, so they also wanted to assure people that their Kinect plans are getting kind of put on hold because Kinect isn't doing as well for them as they thought it would. And so you'll be happy to know this, Alex. They freed up Rareware to do whatever, to do whatever they want. Yay! Now they don't have to be their bitch anymore.
Bear in mind that Rare now is a skeleton crew of what it was before.
Yeah.
There isn't enough people at this point to actually come up with a legit good game, but at least they have a chance at it. But Rare is off the leash. I don't entirely believe that because they can't go and do Nintendo games. They're doing Xbox One games, guys. That's not off the leash.
Summon the water. Summon the water.
And is it just me, or does this dragon look familiar?
Looks a little like the Parasite Dragon.
Yeah. Just thought I'd point that out.
Look at your mess is 3 feet in front of you.
Who missed?
I missed.
I don't know what to tell you there, then, dude. I don't know what to tell you there. Ooh.
Wow, he's dead.
That's a one-shot.
Whoa.
And Mistral, res me anytime.
What are you using fire moves against him for? He's fire calling.
Apparently, Mistral didn't get the memo.
My invention rate's getting up there. I'm just gonna have to defeat him regular.
4 HP. Yay! We took care of another Parasite Dragon. And this time, we didn't need Mistral tanking.
We now have the Spark Sword.
Yay!
Well, we got the item we were looking for.
I don't want to meet
Let's go
Wiseman.
Wiseman.
No, we
Wiseman's
want
probably
Wiseman.
still there.
He's got Steven Blum.
Let's give this
That's
to
true, that's true. We need the Steven Blum.
This is gonna become a part of our party.
Then I haven't. Well, but is he going to be Steven Blum talking all the time?
He will always be Steven Blum.
Huh? Ball monk?
Oh, looky.
Do you understand? Give this to...
Ah!
The plot thickens.
Ball Monk's having secret meetings with Leos.
Before I do, let's go save. Hello, Bonnie Grunty.
Well, and given the time, we also might want to call it for the day, and then we'll get more stuff done.
Yeah. Okay.
We're running out of time, people. It's late.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play .Hack Mutation for the PlayStation 2.
We are all Black Rose up in your face.
Smoking regulation law in deliberation.
Regulating smoking, huh? Well, for anime, that wouldn't work.
Unmanned convenience store. Major convenience store, Heaven's Gate. Really?
So basically what this is doing is foretelling Final Fantasy 13 to me.
On full management level, Suginami County. Man, Japan gets all the cool stuff.
Of course. And then they get all the weird stuff. Because yes, I've heard their innovations in technology in a number of fields. And some of it's kind of creepy. Alright, so right now we're just checking the news.
We're checking the news. Garbled text t-shirts. Garbled text is a familiar sight to...
So like the viruses in the game have become a fad.
Apparently so.
Oh
Now
my
garbled
gosh.
text t-shirts are available in stores. The method simple. Customers print out a phrase or expression from their computer, then take the text to the store where the contents are randomized. The thrill of not knowing how the garbled message will turn out, being able to wear the message that are unpronounceable, that has made the product a hit among today's youth.
Because that's all they see in the world. See all this garbled up text.
Now let's log in. We got some stuff we're gonna do today.
We got some stuff to do. Off in Lambda server in Carmina Gadalica.
Let's see. We're gonna just go ahead and call our party.
We got to get the band back together. Who's Marlowe? I can't remember.
Marlo? We met him.
Is he the Skull Knight guy?
That's...
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Skull Knight dude. But he's not the band,
Okay.
so we don't care. To which at that point somebody is going to be asking, well, why did you bring him up if you don't care? Well, that's a very easy answer for that. And the answer is, ooh, look at the pretty bunny!
Six-side jet racer. Any crews? I'm just gonna go over to this stuff. Let's
Okay.
scatter!
Yeah, we need to get Mistral to buy some mana potions and... Or, I'm sorry, Mage's Souls.
It's been a little...
Gee, what? I wonder why Blizzard thinks that there's such a population decrease. Maybe they ought to look at the mage population. Since they have dropped to like 7 million subscribers.
It's been a little while, so I figured I had some stuff in storage that I might want to give to my party.
And now you can buy the soul of an emperor! World, will you never know end to pain and suffering and taking of souls? And where is our next stop now that we're getting the items for it? Because I think the last thing we did was a Sanjuro quest, was it? No, we finished up his dialogue, is what we did.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the last thing we did.
Unfortunately, I can't either, because it's been weeks since I played.
Unfortunately so.
Yeah, the game's pretty much been sitting here at Drak's house.
Yep. I didn't pick it up. Sorry, guys. Let's see.
Where are we going? We're going to Dazzling Sage.
Sage's Arctic.
According to O1, wise man who has knowledge of the epitaph of Twilight is in this
Oh,
area.
that's right. Steven Blum.
Yes, we gotta go meet Steve Blum.
We gotta go meet Steve Blum.
Actually, we already met Steve Blum, but now we gotta go find
We gotta go meet him again. Because Steve Blum is awesome. Alright, and while we're gonna go meet him, I'll go ahead and give my little Legend of the Twilight update. I have not been able to tackle as many episodes. I'm at, I think, episode 8. I'm liking the series so far, but I'm liking it in one aspect, where it's not all the game's fault. Like, the enemy that at least is in where I'm at is a bunch of little kids that are hackers. And I like that idea, that there's like a threat within the world, but it's not of the world. It's just some kids figured out how to manipulate the code. I have a feeling there's a bigger story to that, but Alex won't tell me.
Yeah, you'll have to tell me.
You've never seen it.
So
Alex had to harp me to try and watch all the Dot Hack stuff. He hasn't even watched it all.
Yeah, I can never get into Legends, but now that Funimation's gonna re-release it, I'll get into it.
I will admit this. The pinnacle of awkward has happened for me, because just as Reyna had disappeared, they had a hot spring episode.
I knew that happened.
Yes. Look, in Japan, I get incest is a thing.
It's not necessarily a thing in Japan.
Well, but they like to do a lot of stuff on it. So, I'm just saying, it doesn't work here. And it looks creepy. And so I get that it was a monster in disguise, made by the hacker kids, might I add. So they've got the creepy minds, not the game. But having your sister come to you, and I know that the show didn't show it, but Shugo was getting full frontal. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
He was getting full frontal. And so at that point, and getting kind of excited about it. And that was what made that freaking creepy.
Yeah?
She's your sister, Shugo. She's your sister, Shugo. If that had been Oka, I would have been perfectly fine with it. Still would have been creepy, but it still would have been fine. But it wasn't. It was Reyna. Ugh. And of course, the other part that I love about it is, so we had to have that exposition episode where Balmung and Sanjuro explain, their past history. Mm-hmm. And so nobody knows of their history, except when they say, well, we were part of an organization called the Dot Hackers. What, you mean those Dot Hackers? How did you know them? We were the Dot Hackers. You? Really? I was like, seriously? He's called Balmung of the Azure Sky. You know you would have had to have done something legendary to get that title.
Yeah.
I can get Sanjuro, because Sanjuro doesn't like to be known. But Balmung? You're freaking out because Balmung was a Dot Hacker. I figured that out from episode freaking 1!
Of course you did, because you're playing these games with me.
Well, and also just obvious, if he's gonna get given a title, he must have done something pretty badass in the game. So we've had that moment. I'm trying to think the other moment we had. Oh yes, they wanted to data drain a monster to see if they could make it a portal to where Reyna was.
Right.
And of course, the Cerulean Guard came in and stopped them from doing that. Which it was actually kind of funny, because I think they actually referred to Leos in the series.
Interesting.
Because I think the girl said she got her orders from Leos. I might be wrong about that, but... yeah, that's about as far as I've gotten, guys. for no other particular reason than I've been catching up to everything that we've been doing. So, trying to catch up on all the dot hack footage we had done, all the Sonic 06 footage we had done, and all the Banjo footage we had done. But I am enjoying the series so far.
Oh, that's good.
I just have problems with those creepy incest moments, okay? I don't need those.
In other words, Drak is not into incestuous anime.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. And of course, you've had a big moment since we've last recorded, because you started your B-Train month.
Yes, I have.
With Dot Hack Sign and Noir. They've come up on my channel. I don't know if there have been any others.
Liminality has since gone up. But you might...
See, I told you guys, this was something he was very passionate about.
You might want to hold off on Liminality just because I spoiled the whole thing, so...
Yes, I'm holding off on all the dot hack stuff because out of worry that you could point out other factoids that are part of other series.
You can watch Sign, that's okay, because I don't really spoil much else, except for Sign.
But yes, like I told you guys, it's something that he was very passionate about, and so he started this month of B-Train. And what's going to be the release days? Is it just going to be every day or every week?
It'll probably be... I don't know. I'm trying to just stretch it through the whole month because I have an odd amount of videos. I have 9 videos, and I put up 3 so far, so it might be 2 a week.
This works.
I've already gotten 3 up this week, so...
Here's a question that somebody might actually ask for you. So, is it just B-Train's past, or are you going to be covering more modern things they've done?
It's pretty much their past. Because they haven't done anything in 2 years. That's a bummer. Plus, if I don't own it, I can't review it.
Exactly. And I'm not going to tell you to spoil that, because I think that's part of the fun. People should see like what you go into, and the depth. Obviously, Dot Hack is going to be part of this, because obviously Alex is a big fan of Dot Hack. So that'll be part of it. And I guess I'm going to be seen in all of these videos, or just a few of them?
You're seen in 2 of them.
I thought so. I was going to say, I didn't record that much footage. There you go, spoilers for everybody.
You could have also been a thumbnail if I let you.
I'm kind of glad you didn't. Because that would not have been a happy face. But there is a couple of things to also cover in the news, however. So, I know that I've been asked on my channel, and Geek News Reviews and Opinions, we covered it, but we have to talk about it. The trailer for Sailor Moon Crystal is out. What do we think of it? Alex hasn't seen it, so somebody should be shaming him.
I don't care about Sailor Moon. I really don't.
I'll admit, the only thing that I saw different with it was the locket she uses is different now, and all of them have lips.
All of them have lips.
Anime lips. I'm not kidding. All of them have lips. That's like the biggest change, aside from everything looking all HD-ified.
Yeah.
Is they all have lips.
I looked at the character designs, admittedly. I'm a little disappointed, because it really just looks like an HD remaster of anything.
It kind of does.
It's a ground-up remake, I can tell, but it's still...
But I almost wanted to make a joke on my Twitter going, the newest version of Sailor Moon, Lips, the musical.
So why didn't you?
Because I don't do much on Twitter. I am not familiar with the Twitterverse because I'm an old fart. I'll admit, I don't have a problem with the way they're animated. It just looks similar, kind of like what you were saying. If anything, I'm more worried given how current trends in anime go. I have a feeling we're going to be getting a lot of upskirt shots and all that stuff. And that's hoping that they don't go the hentai direction.
Well, they're not going to do that.
The only design I what was that?
I would hope they would do that anyway.
We would hope, yes.
Just because I would say, no, they're not going to do that, but I've already seen an anime do that. And I'm very pissed off about it.
Which one was it?
It's called Dragonar Academy.
Ah.
It's basically a cheap knockoff of How to Train Your Dragon and My Hime.